All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. All the talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 70, Indy. 56. Go. 56. Mike, 56. Move. 56. All day.
They'll run on first down. It's Reese, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch time. Time is right. Watch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Mike 51.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Alpha.
Rabbit.
Big dribble.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey!
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Stanley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Gator.
On 1st down, Rees. And an alley to run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You ain't doing nothing today. Rush in, rush in, rush in. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Charlie.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Pratt. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. They'll run on first down. It's Reese, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Mike's 56.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check 13.
Quick the edge.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Calling no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Let's get it.
They'll come out in the pistol. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll take over.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
7 and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready, set.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Off the flag. Off the flag. Watch flag. Watch the flag.
Hey, wahoo.
57. Mike, 57.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Down.
Back to throw. Stanley. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Showing up. Showing up.
13 spell. Shoot.
And to give this time to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. These two teams all tied after one.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 59. That's twitch. Topper. Nice.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Let's go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. And here we go. Mike 2. Mike 2. Right.
Tight dog. 61. Matchbox lights. Get.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready up. Watch two. He's time to win. He's time to win.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That's good for 28 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
50, plant.
All day, every day, any day.
6'6", bullet high.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
And incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he is out of bounds up past the 10. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Hey.
They run the counter. Moses, and just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Delta. 57's right.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
There you go.
Check Mike 57. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw. Stanley. Wide open receiver complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Check.
80 weapons. Hey, exit.
57 Mike.
Go.
Let's go.
Shoot.
On first down, Stanley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
It's just me.
Two jet bombers.
Tighten up.
Let go. Five.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Check.
On first down, Moses. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
General West. 7.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Exit, exit. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
Back to throw. Stanley. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Go, go.
51's the mark, boy, 51. Watch the out, watch the out. 51's the mark, 51's the mark. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Right here, guys. Fight 51, Mike 51. I'm coming.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Stanley. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Smooth.
From the gun, Lawrence. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. The open man is Smith. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 2, Mike 2. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Watch two. Watch two. Silver, silver.
Two.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set. 50, plant.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Hey, Charlie.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Come on,
After
set.
the incomplete
60
pass, here
more.
now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, let's get there.
Go.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. On the army. On the army. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got one. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Man, I got
Five.
Throwing again. Stanley. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
I'm letting you know. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
57. Mike 57. Not today, you are. Not today. Switch. Switch. Shoot.
Hey, Echo. Yo, go.
57 is the Mike. Rock 57.
Get it.
From the gun, Stanley. Steps away to his and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Big ass,
Pilot, 64, weak. Yes, yes.
Watch the screen.
Hey, wahoo. Hit it.
Back to throw. Stanley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
Hey, Delta.
57. Squish, double up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanley, he's going deep for Brown. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Let's go. Be ready. Hey, man up, D. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Blue draw fortress. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. It's Pratt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Choose the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Hey, we gotta get to the ball, team. We gotta get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Clear. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
X3, 218, chop. Mike 51, Mike 51. Five.
Throwing on first down. Stanley. This will be caught by Brown. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Moses. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Bravo. 57
From the gun, Stanley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Check 26, check 26. Topper. Switch. Come. Let go.
Looking to throw. Stanley. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
On the ready.
51. Rip left. Check 99. Check 99.
61. Matchbox flight.
They'll run on first down. Moses. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Hey, I-7. Now. I'll be scared of it.
Mike 51.
Operating from the gun. Stanley looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on third and inches.
Here we go. Hey, Mike 51.
Back to throw. Stanley. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
10 logo.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Pass it.
6-6, pull it high. Go.
57. Mike, 57. Here we go. 57's the mic, right? 57. You.
Down.
To throw on second down. Stanley got him in. It's Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
On first down, Moses. A beautiful fake. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll come out in the pistol. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
80 weapon.
15. Check 15. Kill.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moses, no dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 5-yard line.
Ready, set.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
5.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
He's coming.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Ready up.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Oh, what a move. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
57 to Mike. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on,
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
on the double.
Watch 2. Watch 2. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the
Shoot.
From the gun, Lawrence. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll run on 1st down. Reeves. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reese, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
What?
Check Michael.
Hey, Charlie.
I got it. Hey, check Michael.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down now, it's Reese, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
General West.
They'll keep it on the ground. Reese. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Pilot, 64, weak.
2, Mike, 2. Good track, good track.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Ready, ready.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.